Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Look at this table, you guys. Oh my gosh, it is so jam-packed, but it all fits in my large pressure pot. So that's what we're doing. These are all orders. I have a ton more orders. You guys know I try not to do them every day because I got other things I have to put in the mix. So when I do an order day, I need to fill it. So today's going to be a lot of resin. We've got the cross in clear. So that one's an easy pour. I'm not going to be doing anything to that one. We have the rose jar, and today I'm going to do clear, of course. It looks the best in clear, I think. She didn't give me direction. This is for Cindy. I'm going to do chrome powders. She said to do whatever I wanted to do. I want to try the chrome red and green in the flower. And if I don't like it because the flower part is matte, I can always go over it with metallic markers later. We've got Miffy Rabbit here that is going to be done in a mixture between pearl white from Rolio and crystal white from this big one. We're going to be doing this little bunny trinket tray after I clean it again. And that's going to be alcohol dripped. She wanted Lagoon, Plum, and Hot Pink. So an alcohol drip in there. And this is that big jar that comes with 2 lids, but she wants the flat lid. And this is for Danielle. She wanted it done in Tuvalu with a little bit of silver and black dripped in marbled. So this should be exciting. Obviously, I cannot mix all of this up at one time. I am going to move everything out of the way because I do want to get the powder in. Let me just flip everything over that doesn't need powder in it. And I will be doing it as fast as possible, but I do not have to vacuum chamber anything because it all fits in the pressure pot, so that's good. So hopefully we will save some time doing that. So I don't know what this is going to look like in the mat. I hope it looks good because I know the chrome powders are just gorgeous. Just going to use this tiny little brush that I got from Little Windows. And brush the red, brush the green, clean it all up, and then pour it. It's so, I always forget what I'm looking at here. I think this is part of the flower. Gosh, I hope it's part of the flower. Yeah, I think it is. It's been a little while since I poured this one. Make sure you get into all those cracks and crevices. When you lift it open like that, you can see them open up. And there's no powder in there, just like that. Otherwise, it's just going to be clear resin. And you can always embellish it later if you want to. Well, let me see, what do I got here? So I have a leaf right there, and then this is the flower. Okay, I'm just going to zip through this, get it all brushed, and figure out how much I need for the first pour. So I'm going to pour everything that's going to go on the lower shelf, and then I'll pour everything that goes on the middle shelf, and then the top shelf. We'll do it that way.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright.
I've started with 28. And it's too much for the mixer head to fit in here. It would have overflowed, so I had to hand mix it. But that's okay. Used to that. Alright, I'm just scraping my sides and my bottom to make sure everything, because this is a lot of resin in here. I'm going to start with the clear, which is the rose jar, and get that poured in, so then I can start separating for the color. Let me just get a napkin. Try to control my mess here today. So this is my bottom layer for the pressure pot. I'm just going to, I like to spritz in here even though I don't really need to, but when it's an order, I like to double make sure it's going to be okay. So for this one, I'm just gonna, that's a little more than I wanted to put in there because I wanted to roll it around especially these faceted ones, just to make sure everything is coated. And then the pressure pot will do the rest of the work for me. Can't spritz that one because of the rose. Just going to fill it up. I think this one holds 7. That's what I have written on there. There's that one. And then we'll do this one, same thing. Try to get around these edges first. Don't want to move it too much. I did try to get that extra powder out. So hopefully it is out. Ooh, there's something floating right there. Look at that. That wouldn't have been good. Where'd it go? Don't know where it went now. Maybe it will float to the surface unless I got it on the stick. I don't know. I don't know what it was. And then I'll go up under this little lip for bubbles. Let's do that. And then I think I'll work on Miffy next. Let me see a bubble wand here. Hopefully we don't have any stuck up underneath here. Can't really see through this one. So I just kind of scoop and hope. I don't see anything popping up. I don't see whatever that was in there either, so maybe it came out on my stick, I hope. All right, there's that. Let me just spritz those bubbles off. Help it out a little bit. Don't make it work so hard. Okay, let's push that in there. See, a little bit of green floated. And what I normally do is I just mix it in. Because it's so little, you're never going to see it mixed into the clear. I'm going to go eye level. And I'm just going to put a drip more in. Oops, let me check both of them, eye level. Yep, a little bit more in each one, and I'll just have to be really careful carrying it over to the pressure pot. Okay, that's good. So I'm guessing like 3 in Miffy. For some reason I didn't write it on here, but that's what we're going to go with. So for this one, let me see here. I'm just trying to move things out of my way. Oh, popping those bubbles just popped some more mica powders. So I'm just going to mix those in. A little bit of red came through. Sometimes they're mica powder bubbles. All right, let's mix up our whites for the little rabbit here. I'm going to dissolve them first. We only need 3 ounces, so I don't need too much mica powder at all. I think 3 ounces. We're going to start with 3. I can always add more. So I'm just going to mixture, because she wanted it sparkly, so I want to make sure it's sparkly. I'm pretty sure it's a shiny mold, so we should get sparkle. A little bit of alcohol just to dissolve that. So I think I'm going to measure out my 3 ounces now. Trying to be as accurate as possible so I don't have a ton of leftovers here today. So that's about 3. And that leaves me what? Hopefully that leaves me 18.5, which is plenty enough for that jar. I have 17 written on the jar, but I think that's for the both lids. It comes with 2 lids, so I should have extra, which I think I'm going to measure out 15. That way, if I don't need the extra 2 in blue, I won't have 2 ounces of extra blue. I could put it in the cross as clear. All right, that's good. Wipe my stick off. I'm gonna spritz down in here. Get in those ears. There's not a whole lot to get stuck in there, but I do want to make sure the ears get filled up. She didn't want anything done to this unless there's a face on it. I'm just going to highlight the face. I can't remember if there's eyes. I know there's a mouth, an X over the mouth. I'm pretty sure she said she was going to make clothing for this cute little thing. So that's a cute idea. Kind of like one of those yard geese, except it's a little Miffy. Oh, cool. That was perfect. 3 ounces. I need to write that on here. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Filling it up just to trim it back off, I'm sure. All right, let's move this over here. Now, I think, I'm gonna move that out of the way. I'm going to put the extra couple ounces. I think I only need 15. So let's just leave 15 in the cup and we'll get that mixed with, oh, that's 16. And if I need more, we got more. That's 15. We'll save that. So let's do our pigment paste, which I'm going to do in a small cup first. It's best to do a double cup mix when you're using pigment paste. And this is the gorgeous blue from Dianca Pours. This is great for ocean scenes. Pretty sure that's why she has it, because she does those big, huge ocean scenes. So let's pour a little bit in here. We'll get our blue mixed up and then pour it back in there. And if we need more, we'll make more. Not pretty. I'm not going to scrape that. Let's just lay that right there. Pour it in here and then mix it again. And we'll see how opaque we got. Might need a little bit more because this is a lot of resin. Little tiny bit more. It's just about there. So I'm just going to pour a little bit more. It's getting warm. I can feel it getting warm in the cup already. I'm going to just put a little bit more in here. And that should be all we need. Just get it a little darker. Pour that in there. That should be good. Then all I'm going to do is drip the black and the silver in this cup, and then we'll pour it into the mold and hopefully get a beautiful marbling, I hope. It's always hit or miss. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. It's a beautiful color. Okay. Let me just wipe some things. Get that wiped, get this wiped. It's not sitting here getting nasty. Okay. That's done. This is done. Oh, what a mess. Okay. Now, we're going to move this. Just want to spritz those bubbles again. And quickly mix in the rest of that mica powder that came up. That looks good though. Gosh, it looks clear already. It's not even in the pressure pot yet. Amazing. All right, let's see. Let's do this one first. And then the jar lid, which is on level 2. Here's the black. The silver is, I think, Brie or Reese. I'm not sure. I'm just going to use my little vortex mixer to mix that one. I did already, but I just want to remix it till I hear that ball bearing going. Okay. I always get nervous when this is in order. I don't want to move it out of here just because I can't move it back. Now, silver can take over. Any metallics can definitely take over. Where's that long scribe? I don't see much black going in there. Let me mix. I just drip and pour. Until I don't see any color left. I don't want to go crazy with the silver. Oops. Gosh, that just comes out so fast. But I think the silver is going to look really good in there. A little more black. Man, the black gets hidden so fast. Now the jar lid is one of the upside down ones, so we're going to see the part that we're seeing on the top. So unfortunately, that's usually not the best side. She is going to be embellishing that herself with something. Okay, that's good. Let me get tier 2 over here. Tier 2 coming up. So let's get a little bit of black again. So I'm going to have extra anyway. So, I need something to do with it. Just going to pour that until it's... You got to dome this one, because like I said, this is the part we're going to see. I have extra. Okay. I'm going to put this clear that I have left into the base of this cross. Let me make sure there's nothing in here. Oops. Just got something in there. I think she's going to be putting, I wonder if I can drip some black. This is our top, like I said. And then swirl it myself. Let's use this. That way we get all the colors on the top. Hopefully it'll stay like that. Okay, oops, this one. Oh my goodness, making a mess. Then I gotta mix up some more, of course. But at least we didn't waste it. Let me grab I don't remember how much was in here, so now I'm going to guess on the next pour. I have, what do I have left? What did I say? I started with 15, right? I have 3 ounces left. Okay, what can I make with 3 ounces of blue? Let me find something. I have not poured this one yet. This is that dolphin mold that Bobby Joe sent me. So since it's blue and black and silver, I'm pouring this one. Oh gosh, I don't know if it's enough though. I don't think it's enough. No, it's not. Shoot. Oh goodness.
Did you make a boo-boo? Ooh, that looks cool.
Yeah, I shouldn't have poured this one. I don't know what I was thinking. So now I'm going to have to make a little more for the base. Shoot.
Pow! Did that help?
I can't believe I just did that. I don't know what I was thinking. Why I thought 3 ounces was enough. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be hilarious if it is? Oh my gosh, it is! That's hilarious! That is insane. Okay, cool. Okay, let me mix up some more clear and we're almost done. I quickly got more mixed up, so let's get this filled up, moved over, and let's pour the rest. Everything else is going to be poured in clear, and we'll do the alcohol ink drip. I'm going to move this over now and then fill the rest of this up over there. I really hope I mixed up enough now that I'm looking at this. Oh my goodness, I have 6 ounces left. I'm going to spritz this, get it into the butterflies first, just to squish out the bubbles that go in there, and the flowers. I usually do pretty well with this mold in the pressure pot. Without the pressure pot, I can't do this mold. This one is, you will get bubbles every time. You got to be really, really diligent. You could probably, if it fits in your vacuum chamber, but you will probably end up bubbles around your wording. There's a line going around, like a trim line. That usually ends up with bubbles. So I only do this one in the pressure pot. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need more for that Miffy. Oh my goodness. I didn't make up enough, so now I need to make up more. Wow. Trying to be so conservative. And that didn't work. And I don't want to pour any more. I don't want to pour that, not Miffy, that bunny tray. I don't want to start an alcohol ink drip when I can't finish it. So I need to see what I have left here, and then I will mix up some more quickly. Trying to get these bubbles out. This is the only place that I do end up with bubbles, if I end up with bubbles, is under this trim here, the lip of the mold. So I try to go around it a few times. And, oops, see, there was one. There's one. I really hope I don't have anything in this one. I'm going to move this over to the tray and fill it up and then grab some more resin. Okay, finally. Oh, the nice thing about that dispenser machine is you don't have to have a clean cup, and you can have resin in there already and just tell it how much more you need, and it gives it to you. So that's pretty nice about it. Normally I try to clean it down really well so I don't have mismeasurements because I have resin in the cup. So that was nice to just throw it in there and say, I need 3 more ounces. Actually, I made up 4 ounces. She wanted pink, blue, and purple, but I'm not going to put that plum in because I'm pretty sure this blue and the pink is going to make its own color. First, I'm going to put a little layer of resin because I've already stained my mold. Not that it hurts the mold, but who wants a stained mold if you can avoid it? And I'm just going to coat it. That way when I drip the alcohol inks, it's going to go onto that resin instead of onto my mold. So let's just try the pink and the blue and see how we get purple from it. And if we don't, I'll always add the purple, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get purple. I'm just going to fill it up slowly so we can get some swirl marks in these. This is a pretty tight-knit faceted mold, so you're not going to see a whole lot except the color. It is still hard to see kind of the face on this one. So let's see, where do I want? Let's do a little bit of blue there to get some purple. Some blue there. Add a little more pink. I don't need too much. Not doing too bad. Ended up with some extras. I just made a few pendants. So I'm just trying to not have tons of extras today. Let's do some blue there to get some purple. You know what? I think I will put in a little purple because it's not really making a whole lot of purple. So let's add some ourselves. Right there. So I will have more. I didn't know how much this took, so I just made up 4 ounces. So we're going to have more. Little left over. Let's do another blue right here. Let's add some more pink right there. Little pink right there, and that should be good to fill it up. We'll see what we have left. I don't think anything else will fit in the pressure pot though. Come on. Watch, it probably only took 2 ounces after all that. Okay, that's all I'm going to fill it. Let me put this in there. I've got 2 ounces left to do something with. I put this through the vacuum chamber to get the bubbles out, so I think I'm going to do the same thing in this little turtle because this holds about 2 ounces. I pulled out Jeans, which is a darker blue, and I'm just going to do the same thing because I don't know what to do with 2 ounces. We're just going to drip it in and swirl it around and see what it looks like when it's cured. I'm not putting this in the vacuum or in the pressure pot. There's just no room. And that looks like it's going to be enough to do the whole thing, 2 drips. Just going to fill her up. Come on, blue, go up in the feet. Looks like I'm going to need one. Like a half a drop. Oh gosh, I'm going to have extra? Extra from my extras? That's crazy. Yes, I do. I have a little bit left. What can I do? What can I do? What do I have here that will look good in blue? How about a bow? Let's do a bow today. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drip it in there. Swirl it around. I don't know if it's going to do anything. Let's just spritz that and see what it looks like. Not much blue, but it's okay. I still have more. What else do I have? Something small. What do I have? How about, will it fill up this little turtle? Little turtle guy, it's got something in his head. There we go. Let's do this. Let's spritz that one too. It's got some facets in there. Whoops. Probably just enough if I scrape. There's my scraper. Go there. That's it. I've got a little left. I will stick in my giveaway mold. And now we wait. I'm going to wait 5 to 6 hours. I'll pull them out of the pressure pot, put them on the heat mat for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then we should be able to demold them. I think everything is cooled down enough to unmold, so let's get started. I did do the pendants before, so while I was waiting, they came out pretty nice. Hopefully I got a little more black in this than I did in these, but I do like these, so those are cute. I did a couple little turtles in the leftover white that I scraped out. Here's the extras. This is the crystal turtle. Just blue, basically. He needs some trimming. Here's the little bow. Got a little bit of blue in there anyway. This is still a little soft because it's thin, but that came out really good for an extra. I barely have any trimming to do on that. That's amazing. Let's do this one. This is the turtle. This is an into resin mold. Look at that. Nice. I think I need white behind it. Let's see how we did on the swirling. Oh, that looks pretty cool under the white. So it totally depends on what like surface you have it laying on, if you're going to see that or not. It looks really cool. Like it. Not even any bubbles. This is the oh, I didn't know about that lip. Look at that. I didn't even get a bubble. I don't know if I went around it or not. This is the dolphin. Oh my goodness. This one, you could tear your mold really easy. So be very careful. The way they have it molded, the fins were stuck up underneath that silicone. So be really careful. Oh, that looks really cool. I'll get some white on that, the waves there. I like the stripes. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad I chose that. Here's the little bottom for it. I haven't seen it unmolded yet. So cute. That is so much smaller than I thought it was in the picture. This is just this tiny little jar. That's how big it is if you've seen their picture. But I like the silver in there, even though it's a matte mold. It still looks pretty good. Not too bad. We'll get that embellished too. Let's do the cross, since we're not going to do anything to it. It's just basically going home plain. It's a matte mold, so it looks like frosted glass. But that looks really good. I don't see any issues with it. Just needs a little trim, but that's normal. Got a few more crosses I still have to get to. I'm trying to be gentle with this mold because it is definitely wearing out. I just haven't made me a new... I don't need a bottom, but I really kind of need a top now. I did rip this one a little bit, but it's still able to unmold okay. I got a little... Now I have where the rip is, I have to just take a knife, pop it right off, and it comes right off. Can't even tell. Oh good, there's really no bubbles. I do have to trim. A little bit of that flashing. Everything looks good. So this is the line I was talking about that never comes out without a bubble, without a pressure pot. And then all the words, they usually get bubbles. You got to be really careful with this one. There's that. Let's do this one. I want to see how the drip came out. Need some white behind it. That's cute. We got all the colors, a little bit of blue, pink, and purple, so I'm happy with that. I just don't know if those must be the eyes and the nose, I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure. I might let them paint them just because I'm not totally sure. Because every time I do this, it's full of colors and it's hard to differentiate anything. So I might just leave it just like that. Let them do that. Let's do the Miffy. Miffy rabbit. Trying to push it down without putting my hands on the inside. Let's pull her out and see if she's nice and shiny, and she is beautiful. Well, she does have two little eyes, so I'll just fill in the eyes and the little mouth, and then I will let them do everything else. She says she's going to make little dresses for her, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to do that one last. So let's get this one out. We've seen this one before, but I want to see how the chrome powders look on the rose. That is gorgeous. I just love this one in clear. You could even back it in a glitter if you wanted to and let that glitter shine up through there. But I do love the clear. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's see how we did on this one. Oh, good. No bubbles. No bubbles. This is one of my favorite molds. Oh, that looks nice. I like it like that. I like the matte. I hope she likes it. I really like that. I don't want to paint over that at all. So there is another rose jar. It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. This one, again, is the top of our jar. So, oh, too bad that's not the top because I really like that swish. That's really cool. I think I might top coat this with clear just because I don't like the finish on it with the marbling. It dries differently, so I will do like the 1 hour fast cure on that and just put a clear coat on that for her. Let's see what this one looks like. I need gloves on for this. I don't want to ruin this mold. I think I flipped it back last time. I'm not quite sure. There's a huge section of silicone in that jar, so it's really hard. And that's what I'm going to do. Trying to peek here, but I got a little bit of black, but I didn't get a ton. It's a good thing she wanted mostly blue. Let's get this back in order. Let's see, I am going to be embellishing this. Here's the top, and here's the sides. It's not too bad. I'm going to be doing silver on all of those, and then she wanted black and silver pearls, I think, but I don't have silver pearls, so I might have to do diamonds. But that came out pretty decent. It's not too bad. Okay, I don't have a ton to do, but this is going to take me quite a while. So let me get busy on that. I'm going to finish up a few things on there, and I'll be right back.
Sun's going down on the workbench glow. Michelle's got sparkles all over her clothes. Little clear boxes lined up in a row. Names on the list, she's ready to go. Turquoise swirl in a silver mold. Looks like water when the light hits gold. She's talking to the screen like they're old friends still. Y'all, I made this one just for you. She says, I hope you always will. Feel that peace while you're watching my hands from my little studio to wherever you stand. Every pour, every swirl, every gift I send out, I'm thanking Jesus for the love you're about. From glitz and glitter to your living room seat, hope you feel his peace. Hope you feel his peace with me. These colors fill this tray. I feel that peace while you're watching my hands from my little studio to wherever you stand. Every pour, every swirl, every gift I send out, I'm thanking Jesus for the love you're about. From glitz and glitter to your living room seat, hope you feel his peace. Hope you feel his peace with me. Yeah, I hope you feel his peace with me.
I am done for the day. So Miffy got her little face. That's it. Everything got trimmed, resin restored. I put some silver trim around the bow, stuck a magnet on the back. I put silver on this little fella just because he looked kind of bland in all one color. Stuck a magnet on the back of that one. Here is the jar. I think it looks really good. I didn't have silver pearls, so I put diamonds on. If she doesn't like them, I can always get them off and clean off the glue. But I think it looks really pretty. It did silver on all those scroll work, so that's pretty. This is, it's been an hour. I've obviously been working, so it's definitely dry to the touch, but it needs to sit. So this is beautiful. Nice and shiny now. Goes really well. Better than it did before. So there's that jar. And then for this little thing, I put silver highlights on all the waves with the marker, and then I didn't want the dolphins the exact same color as the jar, but I didn't know what to do with it, so I pulled out the glitter glues. Who knew I needed glitter glues so much? Because now I'm using them all the time. So I put a combination of silver and blue and just went with the waves on the top and the bottom, so I could keep the base and the lid the same color, but then the dolphins will stick out a little bit more so you can see the little marbling on them. So that was my idea for that. So that is super cute. I love that little thing. It's really small, but it's adorbs. Those little things, I just put the leftover pendants in the pendant mold with some rainbow shimmer. That's it. Other than that, I'm done. I am going to clean up for today. Get ready for tomorrow. I hope you join me then. Stick around for those pictures. I'll see you then, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every